Today on the Outer World Workshop, we're going to make a shelving unit so we can put our collectibles in it. Hey Outer Worlders, and welcome to the Outer World Workshop. Today, like the intro said, we're going to make some shelves so we can put all our toys and all our collectibles in it. And where is this going to be? On top of our Millennium Falcon inspired bench. So let's just get into it. So there's some footage that I seem to have lost, but basically I cut out some shelves and installed them and painted them. Then I used PVC strips to use as an edging, and I use Phillips screws. So to cover them up, you can either use googly eyes or punch out holes of EVA foam. In this case, I used googly eyes and painted them. And the union between the PVC strips, I used hot glue so it could look like it's soldered. I made a piece for the top out of wood and more PVC, painted it and installed it. And after installing it on the ceiling, I noticed my measurements were wrong. So I just put together another piece, put it in its place, painted it, and also used a little bit of hot glue to make that solder point. So since I'm not good in designing on computer, I take a picture, print it out, and then draw on tracing paper with a pencil, then a marker, take out a couple of copies, and there I can work out some of my designs. I pick out the one I like the most and start working on it. And here, using foam board, I cut out a template of one of the pieces and install it for looks. And sometimes things don't work the way you want them, so I didn't like the way it looked there, so I installed another upright piece here of wood so I can install it on the top. It was too big, so I cut it down to size and tested it again. And I liked a lot the way this looked, so I cut it out of another piece of PVC panel. I have a lot of PVC panel in my shop. I put some supports out of wood so I could screw it into the shelving, and another piece on the top so it could fit into the top portion of the PVC panel. If you see that kind of semicircle at the end, it was the design I originally put on the shelf so it won't look too square. But now that I'm putting these pieces on, I have to cover that up, so I use another piece of PVC panel and just put it on there so it looks like it's mended. It's all put together with different pieces like the Millennium Falcon would be. Cut out an oval shape so I can put some pipes and just screw it all in. And now the weathering with water-soluble oil paints. So after having the basic weathering, I start putting on some cables and some greeblies onto these shelves to make them more Star Warsy. Just using cables and stuff that I have around. Like these 3D printed parts and some metal pieces from a tape recorder. I also use some PVC pipes and plumbing pieces for that oval piece in the corner. I measure out where I want the greeblies after playing around with them a little bit, and just glue them in with some CA glue. This big piece here is 3D printed, is designed by the Rebel Base build. Thank you, James. So now, after gluing all the pieces in and connecting the cables, it's time for weathering. So I weathered these pieces to blend them in to what I already had weathered. And after all this weathering, I put on a strip of LED lights, and let's see how it turned out. So there you have my shelving unit, so I can put all my collectibles and my toys in it. So this also depends on where your bench is located and also your room, because it all can be very different. It could be modular, it could be just regular shelving unit that you paint, or you can just leave as is. I wanted to do mine kind of in the corner so I can just have more room to put stuff. I'm not too good at decorating, so I did put some stuff up there, but it's going to move around until I start getting better at it, and it looks pretty good. So there's going to be a lot more shelving around the room, so maybe most of those things move around until they get their everlasting home. So I hope this also inspires you to make your own little shelving unit for your collectibles. And if you like this video, please give us a like down in the bottom. It helps us a lot. And also you can subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and share it so other people can also see this video and like it and subscribe. We also have a Patreon, so the link is down in the bottom, so you can support us that way if you like. And we also have a merch store, and it's another way that you can support the channel. So thank you very much for being here once again with us in the Outer World Workshop, and hope to see you in the next video when we make something out of this world. So I hope this inspires you to make